Welcome to the 2023 Jewish Heritage Month celebration here in the Kennedy Caucus Room of the Russell Senate Office Building. Let's hear it for Greg Rosenbaum.
Senator Sherrod Brown. That to me is what this is about, honoring Morris, the work that Greg does, the work that my friend Jackie Rosen does. Senator Jackie Rosen.
Mazel tov, congratulations to Morris, who truly embodies these values, and we're here to honor today. So I want to thank you, enjoy the rest of your event, and I am with you always.
I'm privileged to call him a good friend, Senator Tim Kaine.
Thank you. I want to particularly congratulate Morris Oehring, who is being recognized today for the wonderful work that he's done in healthcare, particularly for seniors.
For the second year in a row, my friend, Senator John Hickenlooper.
Morris Oehring has been revolutionizing the delivery of healthcare to seniors for almost 14 years. His care, his compassion, his advocacy for every patient really sets him apart from others in the field. With that, I present this Jewish Heritage Award to Morris Oehring.
It is a great privilege to introduce Senator Jeanne Shaheen.
Morris, your story is one of those that we can celebrate as part of that history, and I think perhaps that one of the most important contributions that Jewish Americans have made to this country is your determination to continue to make the United States a more perfect union. To do that through art, through education, through business, through activism.
It would not be a Jewish Heritage celebration without Senator Richard Blumenthal.
And what we need is more people like folks in this room and across America who are willing to stand up and support, for example, the hate crimes legislation that I have helped to lead.
It is my privilege to welcome Senator Jon Ossoff to his first celebration of Jewish American Heritage Month on Capitol Hill.
Brock, Shelley, Rabbi Shem Tov, Ezra, and all of the hosts, thank you for the hospitality. Please join me first in once again giving a round of applause to the honoree today, Morris Oehring, for his outstanding accomplishments and contributions.
Please welcome Senator Michael Bennet, who is also making his first appearance at this event.
Our commitment to fight hatred or tyranny, that all of us, every single one of us, has the obligation to stand up against it.
Our next speaker, Senator Cory Booker, is the junior senator from New Jersey.
So to the honoree Moshe, to those that are gathered here today, now more than ever, we need Jewish values made real in American society. People who are not ashamed, people who are not intimidated, to stand before God and say, Hinei ni, behold, here I am, ready to continue the fight.
Representative Kathy Manning.
What America would be if it had not been for Jews across this country who came here, who built their lives here, and who shared their good fortune with others.
We have with us here Ambassador of Turkey, His Excellency Murat Mirjan. Please give him a round of warm welcome. Ambassador Ibrahim of Azerbaijan, please welcome.
It is a personal privilege to work with Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
It is so wonderful to be here for our 18th annual Jewish American Heritage Month celebration in the United States Capitol. I want to thank Greg Rosenbaum, the chair of the Jewish American Heritage Month Celebration Committee, and of course, we all always owe a tremendous debt of gratitude to Ezra Friedlander, without whom this lunch would not be possible. Congratulations to Morris Oehring.
I give you Rabbi Levi Shem Tov.
All here to recognize my good friend Morris Oehring, because he's been a very successful businessman, but many of you don't know what he does for unfortunate migrants, for elderly, for people who are unfortunate. I once got a phone call from him and he says, do you know anyone who's destitute? I feel like I want to help someone I don't even know. Those are the types of thoughts that have to go through our mind as we make the best of what God gives us. I also saw him interact with all different types of cultures when we were in the Gulf together and so on. He's literally an amazing person, and it's great to be here with you. I also want to...
We're all privileged to hear from Representative Schneider today. Thank you.
We should celebrate Jewish American heritage every single day of the year. Thank you very much.
Senator Ben Cardin.
The Jewish population is a small population in this country, but we're the main target of religious violence and hate. We need an all-government approach that includes educating our children, Holocaust education. I'm proud that my colleagues in the Senate have approved funds for Holocaust education. We need security grants. We've approved more money in this Congress to protect our institutions.
Representative Sheila Jackson Lee.
And it is most appropriate that we are honoring Morris Oren. Health care may not be written in the Constitution, but it is a fundamental right of humanity. I cannot thank you enough for the work, what he is doing. Give him a very big applause.
It is a pleasure to welcome Representative Greg Landsman.
To say congratulations, to celebrate the work of Mr. Oren. What a wonderful set of accomplishments, and another round of applause for him.
We'll next hear from our honoree, Morris Oren. You've all heard about his great accomplishments, particularly those in the field of healthcare, but I want to stress one point in his biography that hasn't been mentioned, and that is he recently purchased a hotel in Albany, New York. He's refurbished it, and as part of that refurbishment, he is opening a full-service kosher restaurant.
Wow. Wow. Well, good afternoon, Washington. I got to tell you, it's a privilege and an honor to be here today. My father, who always stressed that being a Jew, in where it's easy to be a Jew, is not the easiest cause, is being a Jew in places like Decatur, like in certain parts of the country where there isn't a lot of Jewish outreach. And, you know, my cousin was a Chabad rabbi from Decatur, my good friend Udi from Israel. I want to thank Sean Ruskin from Center Light Healthcare, my sister, brother, and the man who got me into politics, Jonathan Schenker, but my corporate counsel, Avi Wiesel, Corey Mays, Daniel David, and Eli. Without you, I wouldn't be here, Eli, but thank you, Eli. But I wanted to take this opportunity to express why I pivoted from healthcare into hospitality. You know, doing home care, we service 51 counties throughout New York State. We went up to Albany, there was no kosher food. Now, one would think that Albany, which is the capital of New York, would have kosher food. Doesn't exist. So I went to Rabbi Friedlander, Rabbi Ezra's father, and he said to me, if you can have one person eat kosher food, you already hit your mark. So I want to thank Ezra, because I want to say, with his help, we took a hotel which was in foreclosure. Ever since we kicked off, we have doubled the valuation of our hotel. We're looking to do the same in Washington, Puerto Rico, with the help of Brock Pierce and his entourage Yidel. And the work like Brock does around the world, I had the privilege of being with him in Dubai, Qatar, Bahrain, Yidel, Rabbi Shem Tov. You get to see the inner workings, and what the greatest part was when we met, you know, the Prince of Qatar was like, he's like, we could deal with you guys. You guys just want to, we're all the same. And the easiest part about my job is that my hope and goal is to improve the quality of life of the people that we serve every day. Not just in our facilities, but in our hotel, and each guest is an extension of our home. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here today, not just in honor of me, but for such a great cause for Jewish heritage. Because as my father would say, it's here that matters. Thank you everybody for coming. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you.
We will close our program today by hearing from the Dean of New York's congressional delegation. And to make that introduction, I'd like to bring up to the podium my co-chair, very successful businessman and equally successful philanthropist, Brock Pierce. Brock?
Well, I'll keep it brief. Again, what an honor and a privilege it is to be here in the U.S. Senate and to be able to introduce our U.S. representative in the House, Jerry Nadler from New York, who is the unofficial chair of the Jewish caucus here in our nation's capital. And it's worth talking about one point you heard briefly about our trip to the Middle East, celebrate the 75th anniversary of the State of Israel. And so it's a real pleasure to be here with you today and to recognize Jewish Heritage Month. Jerry Nadler, thank you so much for being here.
The United States has truly been a haven for us. We haven't been persecuted here as we were in Europe. George Washington said we should give to bigotry no sanction, and the United States has pretty much kept that up. So I'm very glad to be here and see all of you to celebrate Jewish American Heritage Month. Mazel Tov.
I would urge you all to take Representative Nadler's remarks to heart and spread the message of Jewish American Heritage Month throughout the rest of the year until we reconvene in this same place in 2024. Thank you all for being here.